Hey guys, so if you've been following the news in Europe, there's been a lot of these general strikes. Athens went through like a 2-day one not so long ago, and they're frankly not that infrequent when it comes to a lot of industrialized countries, especially in the West. Except in North America, that's not really the case. We don't really get general strikes very often. However, today we had one in Oakland. Now, if you remember back, Oakland's the place where that young Marine, and I call him young because he's 1 year younger than me, got hit by evidently something from a police officer in the face, and he ended up having serious issues that came about because of that. They basically were able eventually to mobilize enough people, and they actually are holding a general strike. And it's not just like 10 people showing up, it's quite a few people. They've actually shut down shipping, which is, pretty amazing. It's like the 5th largest shipping port in the United States, or the 5th biggest port. Why am I saying shipping port? That's kind of redundant. But it's a pretty big deal that they were able to shut it down. It also is a pretty big deal that when they called for a general strike, people actually came out. That doesn't happen in America. So it's really kind of surprising. The other thing that's very surprising is while the U.S. doesn't usually cover general strikes that often, and they don't really talk about, strikes or protests in great detail, with the exception of maybe the Arab Spring and a few events that are taking place currently in Europe. I guess what I'm saying is their general policy overall is kind of just to cover them lightly. This movement got like no media coverage today at all. At all. Frankly, the only person I heard talk about this was Maddow. Now, I missed Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh today, unfortunately. I was up pretty late, so I kind of slept in. But, yeah, no, I'm kind of surprised with the lack of coverage. Now, part of this is because they're covering what's going on with Kane, and the media really can only fixate itself on one issue. But this is, I think, big news. That they were able to successfully carry this out. Now, we'll see what happens after this. Oftentimes they have a general strike, then they got to rebuild the energy. But what's coming up is something that I am personally going to participate in, and maybe if you missed the general strike because there was no news coverage, maybe you'd like to too. And that is on the 5th of November, basically everybody's pulling their money out of the big banks. We're putting it into smaller, institutions, credit unions and the such. That's what I'm planning to do. My bank's Bank of America, so yeah, if you're Bank of America, even if you got rid of the $5 charge, I'm still pretty angry with you, so I'm still going to pull my money out. But I think that this movement's very interesting to watch, and it definitely deserves more coverage because it's something that's getting people off the couches, which is kind of rare in America. So that's kind of my overall feeling on it. If you want to comment below, go ahead. Once again, I just want to say this movement has not died down at all. I mean, if you go down to Seattle, it's got a different atmosphere, but it's not really died down. And if you look on various websites, basically the only thing that's really changed is the amount of mainstream media coverage. It's still there. It's still happening. I mean, we'll see what happens. Anyway, once again, comment below if you want. You can subscribe if you like to. That's basically it. Have a great day, guys. I hope I make more videos. I was pretty busy with Halloween. That's it. Bye.